And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches. This is your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, except when CT does it, is BeerMe Jesus. How are you today, BeerMe?
I'm doing rather well, except for the fact that it is really cold here. But other
How
than that,
how
I'm
how
doing all
cold?
right.
How cold is it?
It is, I think it's like 5 or 6 degrees out, so with like the wind chill, it's in the negatives.
It's minus 39 earlier today here with the with the
Yeah, that's
wind.
cold.
With the wind, we had that.
Mm,
I think last time on Top of the Carter Trenches, we mentioned it was that cold, and yeah, it's your eyelashes freeze within moments. It sucks. It's not good. It's like
mm.
that's frostbite worry weather. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, so you're close to it. You're sounds like you've got what we
mm.
kind of normally get, but for you guys, that's really cold, right?
It's true. It's
I
true.
mean, it
But
is
how are
for
you
us,
doing?
but I'm good. It's cold.
Mm.
It's really cold. It's that time in January where we get either super cold or a lot of snow. It seems to go back and forth, and we're in the cold section of it. Snow should be this weekend, then cold next week, and yeah, it's kind of nonstop. So yeah, but no, it's good. It's good. It's been busy, so it's a bit of a breather right now in between. Even though I'm prepping stuff for the Royal Rumble, as people can see here, for the Frontline Prediction League. This is the FPL Frontline League on Twitter. Like, follow, and subscribe all the stuff on this YouTube channel to see these videos from BeerMe and I to preview upcoming shows like the Royal Rumble and cover results as we go. But yeah, this is Royal Rumble season, BeerMe. We're coming up on the anniversary of our first show. It's actually going to be off by a couple days because 31st was it last time was the Rumble. Yeah, are you excited for the Rumble?
I'm hyped. I'm
You're hyped.
hyped. Hmm.
The Royal Rumble, for those who are aware, has had its qualification draw. We did that on War Room, put that up last week. The qualifications for that was everybody who had 3 of the last 5 main shows, as well as anybody who was not a champion, basically. Excuse me. So if you're a champion or challenging for a championship at the Royal Rumble, you're not qualified. The reason for that, because I know in prior we'd done before, to kind of reiterate things, the reason for that really was we didn't know how many shows were coming up, and we're kind of vindicated with that a little bit because the Saudi show is Elimination Chambers, so they've taken out one of the shows instead of getting both. We've only got the one. Presumably there's a fast lane in March, and that's it for main shows. As for house shows, we've got Revolution March 6th, and Supercard on April 1st. That's way too late. That's weekend of Mania. So we don't have enough room to build other challengers. We're doing that now, and we're gonna have some matches announced here. So that's why the places are already here, because the other side of that is there's no other challengers happening. All these champions, or the contenders if they become champion, will be the ones defending at Mania. So there you go. There's not enough shows in between to have more defenses and stuff like that. So what we do with Elimination Chamber, what do we do for the other stuff? You'll see. You'll see in good time. But Jeremy, let's talk about the Royal Rumble first itself, with the people who have qualified, the order of entry. People are wanting to know that. The people who have qualified, there will be a graphic coming for that to kind of make things a bit easier here. But the order of entry has been chosen. We've recorded it, and I've started writing it. And then we just need to see how people actually do and go from there. But the order of entry will be revealed during the live event of the Royal Rumble. It will be coming out with graphics through the pay-per-view that Saturday night, the 29th. And then we'll also put the video out the next day or even that night for people to watch to see the fun we had in drawing it and going, ah! Or, oh, as one does when seeing the lineup and how it goes. Should be very, very interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what people, what reactions are to it. It's fun, nobody knowing the actual order till we get there. Because I know in FPL's a bit different. JRPL, we had it where we knew the order of entry, but we're supposed to know it. Like, kayfabe wise, don't know, but everybody knew. So it wasn't as fun in a way. But I mean, I get the logistics of it, but we're working around it. But we'll come back to the Rumble. We'll focus on the Rumble itself next week, BeerMe. The Rumble itself will have the graphic. I know CT's working on. He's working on a lot of stuff right now. We'll have that next time. But right now, we're going to look at the Royal Rumble card because we're going to flesh some of that out. Obviously, there is the main event on the graphic, the biggest rematch in FPL history. James Costner defending the world title against Josh Dionio. There it is right there. We have the Canadian Championship, Smooth Rock being a fighting champion, defending in a Watson Rules match, as always, against Chef Urban, who earned his way through that tournament. And then the Stadium Stampede, Alexander McKennedy, defending, speaking of fighting champions, against Broken Nerd. We have the FPL Continental Tag Team Championship, rounding out the titles. La Familia, Detrick Cyrus and Alpha Dog, defending against the Strays, Sheriff Dog, and Michael Marsh. And that's it, aside from that kickoff show match, Casey Warden versus On the Extraordinary. So, let's flesh this out, BeerMe. How many matches do you have? I think you've got 2 matches to announce, right? I've got 3. I think that's what we were saying earlier.
I got 3.
You got 3? Oh, you got 3 as well. We'll tell you what. You want to go first this time? You can start us off?
Sure.
Or do you think
All
you
right.
got a good one to finish with? Have you got a main event of our announcements?
I'm gonna start off with a really good one though, because it does say kickoff show here. So I will announce this one first.
I do have a kickoff, so I'll do that one as well.
But this one's gonna be a banger. We got RGX versus Pain.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, things are getting serious now. I think these two were on a collision course for a while, but it never actually happened. If I remember our booking call correctly, they've never actually had a one-on-one, which is kind of a rarity nowadays with people who've been here from the start. They were both at the first Rumble. They were both in the first Rumble. So that's very interesting, that match. RGX is definitely on that climb towards championship gold. He's got Costner in his sights. He's got everybody in his sights. But Payne does not want to let anybody pass him. He wants to get back on top and back to where he was when he won the Rumble last year. So I'm going to go RGX just because of his momentum, which is incidentally what we thought of Payne last year this time because of his momentum. But I'm thinking RGX. Who you got?
Yeah, give me RGX as well because of the momentum. I think you're kind of on something. But if Payne won, it would not surprise me at all because he's legit.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, I'll announce a kickoff match. We've got a tag team match. CM Carlito and Wookie going, I almost said one-on-one. I do that. Going team on team, 2-on-2, with the must-see good guys. The GMSG and my co-host, BeerMe Jesus.
That's what's up.
You got Carlito and Wookie.
Gonna get the dub, hopefully.
Is it gonna be by 1 point?
Oh man, imagine. Yeah, either way it'll be by 1 point, yeah.
Well, it's a tag match, so there's more room for that. But it's a Rumble, so it's a bit of a smaller card. I can tell everybody right now there will be a lot of bonuses because of that. We know that's needed for a smaller card when there's only like 5 or 6 matches technically, including the Rumble. Don't worry, they'll be coming, and they can change things big time. I'm going to pick you guys just because of your momentum, because I know Carlito and Wookie have been on some rocky roads here and there. I'm picking you guys just because of the strength of your recent history. And I say that not talking about your 0-6, basically. But just as a team, I know what you guys are like, so I'm picking you guys for that.
Right.
You're picking yourself, obviously.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, I got a singles match next. We have Cam. He will be taking on Victoria Fiore.
Newcomer.
New people.
Newcomer. In OVS, no less. Seems Cam might be on a bit of a path to go through them, or they're on a path up. Well, I mean, OVS has had some, you want to talk rocky roads. They've had some really rocky roads. They came in the Rumble last time looking to really run roughshod over everybody as the faction to beat, and people beat them. Not to knock it, but there were better ones. And they're still here, though. They're rebounding. They're recruiting. So this is very, very, I almost want to say sinister of a thing to go after someone like Cam, the good guy here. But it fits the bill. Right, it's the right targeting, I think. So we'll see what Victoria can do. I kind of want to pick Cam on that one, just again based on the veteran aspect. Don't know enough about Victoria yet, to be honest. Too new to really have a good gauge on things. That could be enough to win, obviously, but I'm picking Cam. What about you?
I think I'm gonna go with the newcomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I have no idea why. I'm gonna pick her.
Okay, fair enough. I've got another match with an FBU member to announce here. Obviously, that means Bastion, because I've already mentioned you and the GMSG. Bastion is going to go one-on-one in that campaign to make America violent again. Jace of Blades versus Bastion in a hardcore match. Oh, I heard that. You're like, okay. How do you feel about that one? That's a step up for Jace. Not going to lie.
It is.
But it's his wheelhouse. And I don't know of Bastion doing many hardcore ones. He had the Hell in a Cell title defense. But he's not really done much hardcore. He's just kind of done the straight up stuff. I say that, going back to JRPL days, he and Jut were the ones who put Lee off a roof. Like he's won death matches in hardcore before. But that was a long time ago. That was back in his career. That's like Edge nowadays. He doesn't do ladder matches anymore. You know, that kind of thing. So it's not really something Bastion's done in a while. This could be the type of match that Jace can get a leg up on.
Yeah.
Are you picking Bastion anyway?
I am. It sucks. It's like I've been following Jason's campaign, and I'm one of the ones that are rooting for him to eventually go on and probably to throw McKennedy. That would be my choice to do it. Mm-hmm. But
if you were writing it,
he's got to go through. If I was writing it, yeah.
That's the story.
If I was booking the finish, I would do that. But yeah. But he's going against Bastion. I can't pick against my boy. So
Bastion is. I know I keep saying it, but Bastion's really good. But on a smaller card, like I said, like a Rumble, with a lot of bonuses that can go either way. Hardcore match where wrong answers are that much more damaging against Jace. I'm going to pick the underdog and pick Jace on that one. It's not going to be by much. It's not going to be a blowout. But I'm going to pick Jace to get the upset on that one.
All right.
Now, based on what I said, obviously, I would not be surprised if Bastion won. I just said he's pretty great. But I think Jace can do this. This is the time to do it. If it was like a normal pay-per-view for WWE, I don't think so. I think it's the smaller one that will be to his benefit. He can capitalize on mistakes. And Bastion doesn't make many, but all he needs is one. I think he can pull that off. That's my thought.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Safe bet is on Bastion, though, let's be honest.
Yeah, but it is in Chase's wheelhouse. So I mean, he's kind of at a disadvantage. So, but if anybody's going to pull through, then we can.
Yes, exactly.
So, for my last match that I have, all right, I got a match of the night.
Hey,
Scott and Redhead 12 will be taking on the Strays, not the Strays, the other Strays, or the Strays, whatever they want to be called. Mark Harper and Supreme Rock.
Well,
they're all Strays V2.
They're all Strays, yeah, but
right.
Yeah. All right. Yep. That makes a lot of sense considering what happened to Lee at I would say Final Battle, but it was actually day one, wasn't it? It's all, or was it Hard to Kill? God, it's all blurring together. But yeah,
Hard to Kill.
That makes sense. That makes sense. After that, can't let things go unpunished. Absolutely. Strays are busy with a tag title match, so the other Strays. Never a knock against them. Their record actually, we booked Strays versus Strays because their records were actually comparable in different ways. So they're both good. Like that, don't knock it. This is the first team to really make a run as the Strays towards titles was the Scherf Dog Michael Marsh team. So the other ones are the other Strays. This is how we've mentioned it here. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I could lose to the other Strays, and that'll shut me up, won't it?
Right.
Right? That's that. But yeah, that's. I mean, Red and I were on a roll. We're on a run, and what better way to take out the other Strays? We'll see what happens. So, I'll definitely have a promo ready for that one to put that more in character and in universe. You better believe it. This isn't in character. This is like the show that's in the universe. So, but yeah, I'll definitely be commenting on that one. Getting my hands on some Strays. I've said since the Strays kind of debuted that they're the kind of guys to come in and supplant people. Like they're not that they'll take your spot, but you got to be wary for them because it's dangerous. So here we are. I get to face them. Yep. Here we go. I'm picking myself in red, obviously. on that one. We've been on a crazy good run, so I'm picking that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you guys have been on a roll, and this Strays team just lost. But are you going to be able to keep your cool during this match and not, get, not
No.
get caught up? And,
No, of course
something
not.
could happen.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna pick you guys too. I'm gonna do it.
It sounds like you don't want to. You're like, you're waffling on it a little bit.
I kind of think for better story, it'd be better if the Strays won, but I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with you guys to win,
Okay,
just because that would just make you even more angry, and it would be, it would, yeah.
We'll see. We got to get through these ones to get to the other ones, right? A little bit of that too.
Actually, no. I think it would be better if you guys did win this because, just because of things down the road. I can see things happening.
Then we got to face. I mean, like I said, the last time I lost, aside from Survivor Series, which does count, it was main event, was like All Out.
Yeah.
Like stupid long ago. It was like, what? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, it was something like All Out or Takeover or something stupid back then. Like, I've been winning these tag matches and these smaller matches here and there, but like an AEW record, it just keeps building and building, and now we're getting matches that matter. So yeah, let's go. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Yeah, I'm pulling for the Strays to win the tag titles, and I'll beat these ones.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I could see that. I could see. Yeah, because I could see you guys winning and then facing the Strays. Yeah.
Now, either
way.
Yeah. Even if they don't win the tag titles, they're down the road.
Right.
Like, it's a matter of time with those guys. So yeah. Well, enough about me, because I'll do a promo about that. That'll be fun. I'll finish this off with the last match I've got. It is more Dakota Al Fine versus Honor Club. We've got Rate Wrestle and Bane the Bissa going against Ralentando and Kier 1. I almost have 1-on-1. In 2-on-2 action. It's Ralentando and Raid again, but it's also with Kier 1 and Bane. Bane's been tearing it up. As much as I kind of want to pull for Ralentando and Kier 1 to keep doing their thing, even though Red and I beat them, Honor Club has been very dangerous. I talk about kind of factions that came up and got destructive. They've been very destructive. Not in the Strays way, but in the more just repeating everybody way. And knocking people down and cages and stuff. So I kind of think Honor Club probably has that, but Ralentando's a tough one to bet against. I'll go Honor Club on this one, but I think that's a toss-up. I think it's a 50-50 on this one, to be honest.
Yeah, since you're going with them, I'm going to go with the good guys. I'm going to go with Dakota. Or, how do you say that?
I believe it's Dakota Al Fine.
How do you say their name?
Nothing fancy about it. Just Dakota Al Fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna go with them.
I think that's how it's pronounced. He's gonna correct me if it's wrong. Believe me, I deserve it because I did not look up how you say Ian the Extraordinary, but I believe it's Ian. Is if I remember that correctly, E-O-I-N. I believe that is simply Ian. But we'll find out. But yeah, that is the Royal Rumble. That is the majority of the card. Obviously, if you've not been mentioned, you will still be booked. If you put picks in, you'll be on there. We have more matches to announce next week, obviously, too. But please put your picks in, especially if you're in the Rumble. Please, please, please. Now, for anybody in a stipulation match, like the hardcore match and things like that, don't worry. Your Rumble picks are just straight up the numbers, and that's your score. And if it's not going to be affected by your negative bonuses and things like that. So, if you get double positive points if you were in a match like that, you don't get that in the Rumble. You just get your straight scores in the Rumble, right? And as far as for how the bonuses go with the times, that's all in our Discord. Go to the matches and stipulations. You can read the specifics there. I think the first 2 or 3 kind of sections gets a point bonus, and then the next set, next 5 or so get 2 points. I forget the exact specifics of it, but it's that kind of thing. The last, it's not even this number 30. It's the last 4, 5, or 6 are all the same level bonus. And, I mean, last time number 19 won with Pain. So, getting number 30 does not mean you win. Hell, nobody 20 and up won last time. So, just because you might have an early draw doesn't mean you can't win it, because there's a lot of bonuses and a lot of things can go your way. So I keep saying it, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this goes with this Rumble. I know, BeerMe, you're in it. I know I'm in it. And I've never missed a Rumble, so I'm excited for that. If I have to throw you out, I'm sorry.
No, please don't. I kind of want to win the whole thing.
Yeah, same. Same. Same, not gonna lie. I know everybody wants to win the whole thing. Yeah, we'll both do it. Then well have suitable competition at WrestleMania, and it'll be all good. Then we'll face each other at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And then someone potentially could win the title and lose it at the end of the night. That's, no, we're not doing that. I mean, if there is a draw, we'll have to figure something out. We haven't had a draw in a Rumble in the history we've been doing it. We could do something like that because there's historical precedent. Precedent is what I meant to say there. As I was a president. But we could almost just do a contenders match between the two parties as well. There's ways to do this. We do have some time for that at least, because we'll know the champion just have to work out the contender in the matches leading up. So that's the worst case scenario. I think we'll be fine. There's too many bonuses to really make it happen, but we've probably jinxed it now, BeerMe. You said tie. We're probably going to tie. It'll be us too. Watch.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be fun. But again, the Royal Rumble is next week. It's on Saturday at 8 p.m., meaning your pre-show starts at 7, meaning your deadline to put your picks in is 6 Eastern. And because of the timing, they're probably going to go up before SmackDown, which is Friday. It's only 24 hours. It might be that night, but don't be surprised if it's Thursday, just because we want to have time for stuff to get announced. Christmas time frame was where we put it up early to make sure we had lots of time to get to day one. But it's going to be closer, but it still might be before SmackDown or even during. So keep an eye on that. Remember, that is how things are. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. BeerMe, anything else you want to say to anybody here?
Nope, nothing I can think of.
Okay, we'll
Besides,
talk.
good luck, everybody. Not even good luck. That's next week. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, good luck, but also BeerMe hopes you lose because he wants to win, and I understand and agree.
Sure.
And I'm sure all of the other 28 competitors feel the same way. So I appreciate all that, and it'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm already starting to write it, and yep, based on the order, it's already goofy and crazy, and everything I love about writing these Rumbles. It's so maddening and hard because now I need the scores to know people getting eliminated to make it make sense, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself before I have to have someone go out. So we'll see where we go with that one. It's going to be close. As I nearly choke at the very end of this recording. All is good, but that's a cue to cut it. There we go. Thanks again, everybody. FPL in the trenches. Frontline League on Twitter. This YouTube channel, like, favorite, and subscribe on this one. Come into our Discord. Create a profile, please. And if you don't mind, it's just a little thing, but if your name in the Discord matches your character name, or at least somewhere so we know it's you, because there's some goofy ones that we might not know who it is. It's a little tricky to figure out, but at least if we can reach you and know how to get a hold of you, that's all good. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Thanks again, everybody. In and out like a Rumble. Quicker than a Rumble. It's only been 20 minutes. Triple this and you got a Rumble and we're good to go. So we'll have that next week. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.